You're doing these earworms, and it's like driving me batshit crazy.
What is an earworm again?
It's when you decide you want to have this one line of a song that you sing over and over and over.
Why do I do that, do you think?
I don't know, but you've done it. You've always done it. But the last month, it's driving me fucking berserk. Like, out of my mind, driving me crazy. So I don't know if I need medication or if I need you to get away. I don't know which it is.
I think the verdict is in, and you need medication. Actually, you don't need. I think we just need a little bit of time apart.
We probably need.
We have spent a lot of time together over the last couple of weeks. I wouldn't say the last month, but yeah, maybe the month of December. Who knows?
Yeah, it's definitely. I think since like the first week of December, and then after that, it was like boom. It's just on and popping. Yeah. So many things going on.
Yeah.
And while that's good, and it did keep us together a lot, like, I don't feel like we've had a ton of separation.
Yeah.
And, like, plus it's just, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just more susceptible to, like, when you say these lines over and 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 over again, that it gets stuck in my head, and it's pissing me off.
Is it because you don't know the words? Is it because you ain't ready to turn up?
It's right. Just because there's
like 4 of them, though. There's like 4 or 5 of them.
Well, what were you just singing? Like, and why? No, you can't.
I want a piece of pie. The pie's too sweet.
That's not what you were singing.
I want a piece of me. The meat too tough. I want to ride that bus.
I don't think you can do that.
Too full. I want to ride that bus. Work it out now.
That's not what you were singing.
I really don't know what I was singing. Honestly, I just do it.
And I'm pretty sure if that's a licensed song, we can't have that part in here.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Well.
Or maybe it has to actually be their music. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they would have to actually be able to tell what I was singing.
Happy after Merry Christmas, guys. So we have taken 2 weeks off, not really intentionally. It just kind of happened that way.
Just happened.
And so we didn't warn you that we were going to do that because we didn't know we were going to do it.
We kept saying we're going to get up here and do it, and then it just, one thing led to another.
One thing led to another, and we just didn't time management well and some of the things. And sometimes I think we just didn't have the motivation to, like, get up and do it. We kind of just wanted to be in the moment and enjoy what was going on, or at least I did. And so I didn't make that happen. Because, I mean, honestly, if I said, let's go do it, I mean, you would get up here and do it. But
yeah, I would.
I didn't make that happen.
So when does one become, like, when you start saying this guy might be TikTok famous? At what point does that happen? Do you know? Is there like a definition?
When you get there, I will let you know, but you're not there yet.
Okay.
I've literally not had anyone reach out to me telling me that you're TikTok famous. I feel like if you were...
Oh, I have had several people tell me, you're the TikTok guy. You're the TikTok guy.
I feel like if they're not telling me, you're not the TikTok guy yet.
Maybe you're not approachable. Have you ever thought about that?
I mean, that's possible.
Very possible.
Very possible, but I don't think that's the case.
Anyhow.
I mean, go ahead and, like, you wanna brag. Go ahead and brag.
No, I'm not going to brag.
I'm going to give you 2 seconds. Brag. Go ahead.
What I know is when I started this at the beginning of December, I had 837 followers on Twitter. I'm now up to 1917.
It's not Twitter?
I mean,
come on, boomer.
TikTok.
Get it together. Shit.
Guys, it's not even called Twitter anymore.
Damn.
My 2 seconds, I blew it.
Yeah,
I'm up to 1917. Sure. My biggest video, last time we did this a couple weeks ago, was like 1 million or so. It's at the 4.1 million. Had another video drop. It's at 103,000. So I don't know.
It's a big difference between
4 million and 103,000.
That's kind of,
no, I agree 100%. I'm a little disappointed in that one.
So that video, for those of you that maybe, I think we talked about this on we talked about it on the last podcast, right?
Yeah, I guess. That was kind of when it started taking off, yeah.
Yeah. And so, it was such a simple video. Matter of fact, I did have I had a friend that I went to high school with, one of my best friends I went to high school with, sent me that video. She said, is this Kent? And I was like, I just ha-ha'd it because I looked at it real quick and I was like, yeah, that's him. And I'm like, it's just a, funny video we put together real quick. And then I went back and looked at it again. I'm like, oh shit, wait a second. It came across her TikTok or Instagram or something by way of some random person stitched it or whatever. They recreated it. I don't know, used your video to make their own video. And I was like, damn, that
again,
actually...
TikTok famous. So anyhow... Do you? If I say the name Paul Hollywood, do you know who that is?
I do not.
So I kept seeing this on that TikTok video. You look like Paul Hollywood. That's Paul Hollywood. That's Paul Hollywood. I'm going to show you who Paul Hollywood is. You will recognize him once you see him.
Okay.
And I'm going to just tell me your instant yes or no. Now, again, don't think about me like every day. Think about me in that video. And when I'm show you these two pictures of him, I want you to say, yes, I see that, or no, I don't. All right, go.
I could see where they would say that. I suppose.
Yeah, I kept seeing.
I know who he is now.
I was like, who in the? He's a chef, right?
Yeah.
Or bakers. I was like, who the hell is this Paul Hollywood guy? And I kept thinking there.
I think because of the way you had your face in that video.
Yeah, and then the gray, and then the gray.
Brooding kind of look.
Well, when I kept seeing, I was like, are they trying to say I look like Paul Blart, the mall cop? That's who kept going in my mind until I looked up Paul Hollywood. I said, okay, I kind of get that.
Totally
I don't know how old he is, but if I look like that when I'm mid-50s, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I think, I mean, he looks good for sure.
Yeah.
So, Blakely. Oh my goodness, these dogs.
Yeah.
So attached, so freaking attached. We had a Christmas Day, so I'm going to jump forward a little bit and talk about Christmas Day. Christmas Day, we don't do anything. We literally do nothing because we've already done, everything has been done for us at that point. Everything is completely done. We have
because we do all of ours Christmas Eve.
To do on Christmas Day. So Christmas Day, we seriously did nothing. We sat on the couch and binged a show. An entire season of a show. And these two bish poos, they laid on top of me. I have so many pictures of them just literally laying all over top of me. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? First of all,
if you're curious, we binge watched The Ultimatum, season 4.
Okay. We're not going to talk about that, though.
Oh, okay.
I want to do a separate episode, honestly, about that. I think we could do a whole separate episode. I wanted us to go through and, like, take notes and stuff.
Sure.
And talk about that. So, anyway, they were super lovey, super attached. And then today they were like, excuse me, I enjoyed yesterday. Why are we still not doing that today? We're like, nope, can't do that today. So with what's been going on, that we literally could have 2 episodes.
So just remember that, because when you see me wearing the same outfit and the same Ken Kilker real estate hat and everything else, I'm not just repeating an outfit. This is...
yeah, because that's our biggest concern.
No, this is split into 2. Well, you know, when you become talent, people have expectations.
You're correct, so correct.
People have expectations.
It's been 2 weeks. I forgot about talent. My bad. So we had, I feel like I even said this on the last podcast, that so far December was kind of boring. Well,
I don't know, but you have a slight rasp to your voice right now, and that's always sexy to me. I love a raspy voice in a woman.
I do have a little phlegm or something in there right now. So once I said that, it was like boom, social calendar was slam packed, and you know, it started off. I'm not really sure what it started off with, honestly, but I will say that we did Society Garden. So we've done, I think this is probably the 3rd year that we've done Society Garden.
Sounds about right.
I will say last year was the first time we kind of did Society Garden and then went to the other places. I think the first year we did Society Garden with everybody, I'm not sure if we bar hopped or not.
I can't remember. Anyway,
it's kind of become an annual thing for our friend group. We go to the Society Garden. The Society Garden has, if you haven't been, their inside area, they do like a Christmas pop-up type thing, and it's super tacky decorated, like 1980s,
vintage,
90s.
Color everywhere.
Yeah, it absolutely makes my heart so happy with all the ugly Christmas
fake
stuff.
Snow machine.
Festive drinks.
Yeah.
And so we start out there, and so we got there. We had not eaten yet, so we got there, and we immediately went to Ingleside Village Pizza and got a whole pizza, right?
Right.
And I had 2 pieces of pizza.
Which are big slices.
They're big slices of pizza.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, okay, we're fixing to like drink or whatever. I need to make sure and eat something. And so I eat this pizza. Now, granted, I didn't eat the crust because they do have like a bigger, thicker crust. Now, I didn't eat the crust, so I just ate like the pizza piece. Up until that crust. But I thought, okay, that's a decent amount, and got my first drink, and I honestly can't remember which one. I wish I remembered the name of them.
I don't remember them either.
And I'm like, okay, this tastes good, but it doesn't taste like, I'm not really tasting the alcohol, which
is her normal MO.
My normal.
I can't. They have no alcohol in here, and then 2 drinks later, she's freaking
So I
Following
remember
her, so.
drinking that drink. I remember going up to get the second drink. I remember also having you get me a polar bear shot. And that was disgusting. It was actually, like, I couldn't decide if it was good or disgusting. Because I think it was just straight peppermint vodka.
Yeah.
And it had, they
Some
did
cream stuff.
They did like some icing around the top of it with some sprinkles on it. But the peppermint vodka, it was like a dark color, so it was kind of weird.
Yeah, very dark, yeah.
But again, it was either disgusting. It was disgusting as a shot, but like the peppermint taste of it was good. It's hard to explain. Anyway, and so I had the first drink, I had the shot, I remember getting the second drink, and I'll be quite honest, I do not remember a ton after that.
Yeah.
I remember bits and pieces of the night, and it's actually very out of character for me to, I feel like, get that crazy most of the time. I think I let myself do that maybe twice a year, I feel like.
That's about your average,
once
twice
in
a
winter
year.
and once in the summertime.
Yeah.
Did this happen in the summertime? I feel like we did talk about this possibly.
I'm
but
sure
I can't remember where.
maybe when we went on vacation or something. Yeah, it's typically like twice a year that you kind of get like this. Now, granted, now keep in mind, I had already said I'm not going to drink that day. I did not feel like it, didn't want to. I said, you know what? I'm going to go and just not have it. I didn't have a single drink. About 2 or 3 drinks in for her, that's when I was getting peer pressure by my own freaking wife. I'm like, what the hell?
It was like,
because Lauren had dropped us off and she was going to come.
What was the point of us getting a ride there and back if you weren't going to drink? It was stupid.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess just in case. Well, anyways, my damn wife started peer pressure me, of all people. Oh, God, we never drink like this together. And let's get crazy, blah, blah, blah. We got Lauren picking us up. I said, okay, cool. So I still don't think I got a drink while we were at Society Garden. I just drank water. And then I drove over.
Boring.
I drove over to when we went downtown, and I ended up getting some drinks there, but it's neither here nor there.
You drove over.
Yeah, I drove the Kitchenses and us over to downtown.
You drove?
Yeah, I had not drank anything.
I didn't know that was you driving.
Oh my God, you're so... Right, but let me tell y'all, let me have 3 drinks and get a little, and then all of a sudden I'm the damn drunk. But okay, you know, here, this right here gonna set me off. This is one thing that probably aggravates me most. If there is a top thing that aggravates me most, is when my wife still acts, accuses, says whatever. She acts like I'm the same person I was when I was 30 years old. Now, granted, when I was 30, I was going to turn up. I get a little crazy, whatever. I mean, hell, when I was...
I love for you to act like you haven't done this in the last 2 years.
But I really haven't. I really haven't. But you think that every single time I drink, I'm going to be that person. And I'm like, dude, like, can't even tell you the last time I got crazy like that. We're going to ask our friends.
Please do.
We're going to have somebody on here.
Please
Who would you pick?
I don't know.
Who would you pick to support my side and your side? I would not pick Nicole to support my side.
Nicole.
Because I owned her at Main Street that one day when I was an attorney and she was an attorney.
You did not own her.
I slayed her.
You most certainly did not own her. You just spoke louder
I shut it down.
You did not.
I shut it down because I was bringing up such good points. But anyhow,
you were bringing up the same point over and over.
So
again.
Andy got drunk. I got peer pressured. So when we went downtown, I started drinking at that point.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was. I believe
she was intolerable. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, tell me. What did I do that was intolerable? Because I know what you do that pisses me off. But I want to know, what did I do that was intolerable?
Probably the same thing that you say that I do.
You didn't know. You said it, so let's hear it. Tell me. I want to know.
You tend to get very flirty.
Okay.
Whenever you drink. With everybody, myself included, but with everyone.
And that pisses you off.
Yeah, because I'm like, and
why? Because when you drink, you want me to be real flirty. So
right, with me.
I'm confused.
With me. But anyhow.
I'm confused.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, it was definitely, there were, I think, based on the pictures, I have a ton of pictures on my phone. I haven't even made the little video yet. I have a ton of pictures on my phone. all kinds of pictures I do not remember taking. I have little videos, little video clips. I do remember getting on the slide, and I had said that we were going to reenact that picture from the slide, and we did. And I was like, y'all, you always be careful because
you was in the back on the top.
I was in the back
first
last
year,
time, and I came in quick. And I couldn't stop myself, and I was like, funk, and everybody else was like, and I'm like, y'all be careful, because your girls gained at least 10 pounds since that picture last year. But so anyway, this year I wasn't in the middle, but I still think I probably went down pretty quickly. But I do remember that part of it. I remember playing shuffleboard at. Is that just Tapped in Macon that has the shuffleboard?
Yeah, just.
And I was like lights out. I carried. I think Nathan was my partner.
Yep.
And
I'm still a little salty about that.
I'm pretty. I think I carried us, honestly. Yeah. Sorry, Nathan. And then I quit.
I think you ran some families out of there. There were some families there, and you were being loud and very flirtatious and very free, if you will. And I think you ran some families out of there. Maybe I'm wrong. No one ever come and asked us to leave, so maybe not. But
did we go on a Saturday? We did.
Yeah, I think so.
It's Saturday night. Get your ass out. Take your kids home. It's a bar. Take your kids home. I don't care if it has shuffleboard and it has kid games. Take your ass home.
Yeah.
They need to go home. I'm sorry. So yeah, I think I got crazy. I got crazy. My By North came out. I think I was flirty.
What is first of all, I know what it means, but for the audience who might not know what By North means, who coined that term? Is it a real one or somebody just called it that?
We're By North. I'm a boob girl. I'm not we ask guys,
I'm a boob guy.
Are you a boob, tit, ass, what turns you on or whatever. And asses that don't really do anything for me, but a good set of boobs, I don't mind looking at a good set of boobs. And so we joke and say that's By North. So anyway, yeah, it's it is what it is. So I hate that I don't remember pieces of it. I also now they're just pieces. It's I don't know where some of the other pieces went.
Speaking of slides, do you remember going down a slide?
I do remember going down the slide. Now what I don't remember is how we got there. I think we walked.
We walked there from Davenport. And so there's somebody that lives downtown that we weren't friends with this person, but some of the people we were with were friends. And it's a super cool pad, whatever. So when you go upstairs, there's a loft area and whatnot. Well, then next to the stairs, there's a wooden slide. Well, I'm upstairs and I come down, and Annie's complaining about her ass hurting. Lisa's got her leg propped up on the and I'm like, what the heck happened to y'all?
That slide was fast.
They both apparently
that slide, sometimes you get on the slide and you're like, the slide doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. It's not slick, right?
It was wood. It was waxed, and they apparently flew down. I didn't see it, but
quick, yes.
Yeah, but both of them were
it's wood, and then it went onto a wood floor, and so there's zero cushioning. So I went straight down and popped.
You're lucky you didn't go through the glass.
I'm actually
honestly,
lucky I didn't break my tailbone. Is really what the luck is for. But so my tailbone was sore the next day, and I'm like, what in the hell? So I do remember that part, and I remember going home. I know we rode home with Katie and Sean. I remember some of the ride home, but
that's because. So Lauren drops us off at, let's just call it 2:00, right? I think 2:00 is Society Garden. And we're like, we'll call you when we're going to come pick you up. So she was basically going to be our Uber. We're going to pay her money, whatever, and anything she can do to make money, she's going to do it. So we get a call at 7 o'clock. She's like, hey, where y'all at? And we're like, well, we're downtown. Where are you at? And she's like, I'm at Society Garden. We never called her, never texted her, never gave her time. She apparently just showed up, and we're like, Lord, we never even called.
She's like, it's time for y'all to quit having fun and come home. I'm like, no, ma'am, you need to go on home.
Yeah, she apparently, after dropping us off at Society Garden, had gone to the river crossing mall or whatever, and was shopping. And when she was done, I guess she thought we would be done. We were like, no, fam, we're just kind of getting started.
Getting started.
So anyhow, which most days, most days we probably would have been ready to go, but it was just everybody was having a good time, and Annie was kind of in her element, so I wasn't going to mess that up at that point. So, anyways, I just thought it was funny that she just showed up and we're like, where y'all at?
Yeah, I was like, what in the hell is going on? I also, so at the Society Garden, I decided to wear my ugly Christmas sweater. So Lauren, we did a lot of activities, I feel like, this Christmas season, and one of the ones that Lauren wanted to do is that she was like, let's make ugly Christmas sweaters, and I'm like, okay, all right, let's make these. Like, we could buy them for much cheaper, but
no.
You know what? It's not about
and
that.
Honestly, hers was good. I mean, her ugly sweater was good. I'm not gonna lie.
Mine was good. What you talking about?
Yours was good too. You kind of copied some of her stuff.
I didn't. Absolutely did not.
But you know, I was very happy because this Christmas is probably the first Christmas where I feel like she got into wanting to do activities. I mean, because she was the one that, which we would have done cookies anyways, but she was the one that kind of initiated that and was not going to let it slip. And then the ugly sweater contest, and then we also go to the movies on Christmas Day. And Annie and I were like, man, I don't really want to go. I was like, Lauren, there's no movies. Ever since COVID, they just don't bring out these big movies
that
anymore.
We hadn't already seen, because she and I had gone to see Wicked already. You weren't interested.
So, anyways, I was like, Lauren, like, do you really want to go? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, she was like, Dad, it's not about the movie. It's about family and being together. And I'm like, God darn it. So anyway,
it's tradition.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Well,
so we ended up at the movie theaters.
We went.
Yeah. But anyways, I was happy to see her kind of get into she got into the sweater contest with you.
Well, yeah. So this was the first time we've done this, and so I guess this is a new tradition that we will be taking forward, possibly. So she and I enjoyed that. We sat, and it took me a lot longer than I expected because I decided to paint the back at mine. So I was going to decorate the front, but I decided to paint the back of it, and I decided to paint. Put it on Santa's tab, and it took a lot longer than I expected because I did like a bubble letter or whatever. And but then it was cute. She was getting a little salty because she's like, it's supposed to be an ugly Christmas sweater. It's not supposed to be cute. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I really am sorry that no matter how ugly I try to make it, I'm still making a cute sweater. Don't hate me because of that. And so I had a lot of bows on mine. I had pearls down the sleeves. She did do a tinsel thing, which was really cute, so I did use that. I didn't put it in the same place she did, but I did use the tinsel on my sleeves, which sort of kind of made it look like a circus, like Britney Spears circus jacket or Michael Jackson or something like that. Yeah. So that part was fun. And then so after Society Garden, knowing good and well, there's no way. I knew I did not. I woke up and I was like, whoa. Actually, I didn't really sleep very well. Like, I felt like my heart was pounding out of my chest the entire night. It had hurt a little bit, but it was more so just like my heart was pounding out of my chest the entire night. Didn't sleep very well. Got up several times to take like ibuprofen and whatnot. And so finally got up about 9 o'clock, and I'm just trying to survive at that point. Like, I am dealing with this hangover.
Wow.
I am like, my head is pounding
twice a year. So
right, heart is pounding out of my chest. I'm like, I don't want to get sick. I'm trying to eat whatever I can to make all this go away. In the meantime, I knew that there were a couple of things going on Sunday. I can't remember. Oh, we had a brunch. We had a brunch to go to at like noon for somebody's birthday, for another friend's birthday. And I'm like, I got to pull it together because I got to go to this brunch. I'm not going to back out on this brunch. And so I'm sitting at the kitchen table. I am eating a piece of birthday cake because you got me my birthday cake. We didn't think he was going to.
Can we talk about your birthday?
We're getting to it. We're going in the order of things, okay? So you'd already got me the birthday cake. And so I was eating a piece of birthday cake thinking, okay, maybe this will help soak up some of this alcohol, or whoever roofied me, soak that up. And all of a sudden you're like, well, I'm going to go take a shower, and you do that. And so I'm sitting there by myself, and the dogs go to the back door and they're growling, and Blakely was doing her like snort growl, and I'm like, oh God, what is going on? Like, I'm fixing to go to the back doors. They're going to be like a stalker killer standing at my back door waiting to like come in and kill me. And so I like creep to the back door and I peek around and I'm like,
yeah.
And I'm like, who the hell is in my igloo? And then it registers, oh my God, these chicks are in my igloo. And I open the door. I'm like, what in the hell?
I didn't know anything about it. Nobody told me anything. They just
And so come to find out, I go out there, and because it was my birthday was like in a day or two, and they're like, surprise. And so they had surprised me with birthday mimosas in my igloo, which was so freaking
all in the pajamas.
Cute. Everybody in their pajamas. Yeah. So freaking cute and adorable. And that was just like, that was the most special thing ever. It was it just literally made my entire year. It was so fun. It was so cute. And so that was cool. Now, the only bad thing was there was no way in hell I was going to be able to drink a mimosa. I was like, if I take one sip of this, I'm going to puke. Now, I poured one, but I think I did actually take one sip of it, but I was like, I cannot, y'all.
You need a hair of the dog anyway. So.
Oh my God, I couldn't. And so we stayed out there for, I know, at least an hour, maybe a little bit longer, but it was really sweet of them, and then really funny to hear them talk about how they snuck in the back gate. So they opened the back gate. So first of all, one of them, Sarah, parked out front, and you were like, somebody's parked in front of our house. Like, are you expecting somebody?
And I didn't realize, I wasn't thinking about being in Sarah's car.
And I was like, no. And so you didn't think anything about it. No. I didn't think anything about it.
Well, because the two others parked over here in front of Brandon. So I thought, well, maybe he just had somebody over at their house and they parked in front of ours. So it had those other cars and I've been there, I would have thought more about it. But once I saw the other two, I was like, oh, they may just have something going on.
So luckily you didn't ruin their surprise. Yeah. And then, so the back gate was, they were able to come in the back gate, and it was just really cute. And so we ended up doing a TikTok and showing how they snuck in like the back and did that. So it was really cute. Everybody was in their pajamas. Like, everybody was completely, I don't know that they all felt as badly as I did, but everybody looked like they were it was a little rough, but it was absolutely the best. It was so cool. And so I had to leave that, hurry up, go pull myself together and make it to the brunch, the birthday brunch,
which we got there on time
for another birthday girl. We got there on time,
tad bit early,
surprisingly, and had a great breakfast that soaked up all that alcohol. And then I was able to come home, and I think I was going to be able to lay on the couch, but Ashley, all these kids working, it really throws everything. It throws all these schedules off. It throws all the stuff that we want to do together off. And so Ashley was going to make the ugly Christmas sweaters with Lauren and I, but she couldn't because she was working and doing balloons. And then when she could do it, I had things going on, or Lauren was working, and so had to do those individually. So ended up Ashley came over and did her ugly Christmas sweater. So I sat at the table and talked to her while she did hers. And then by the time she wasn't completely done, it was time to get ready, because that night I was having Michelle and Sydney come over for hot chocolate drinks in the igloo. And it was December 15th. It's all coming back to me now. And which was the full moon for December, which is my full moon. It's my special moon for the year, because it's my birthday month. And I wanted to do something special with them, and we also did a full moon. It wasn't really a full moon spell. It was a money spell. We did a money spell out of my Good Girl. What's it called? It's Good Girl, whatever. Good Girl Spells book, whatever. And so, and it's just fun and cute. It's not a big deal. But as soon as I had pulled it out and said that I was going to do it, and I was like, Ashley, you can stay. She's like, I'm going to go home and read my Bible. I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, it's not that serious, but okay. So me and Michelle and Sydney, we ordered pizza, and we sat out in the igloo and ate pizza, and then we did our money spell. And it was just, it literally was such a good day to be able to see all of my favorite people like in one day. Was so completely special to me. So that igloo has been worth every freaking penny and all the fucking trouble it was worth. because it's been a pain in the ass to keep it, like the condensation out of it and like all of that.
Wind
and I finally just decided I gotta pull everything up after I use it, all the bedding and stuff and pillows and blankets and everything that's down. I just have to pull that up every time and store those and put that stuff away and then put it back out when I'm ready to use it, which is fine. It was a learning curve, but finally figured that out. But that has been the absolute best. I have so enjoyed that. So then that was all in a Sunday. Like all of that was done in a Sunday after a freaking full day of drinking and hung the fuck over. So then Monday rolls around, which was my actual birthday.
Yep.
And do you want to tell what we did?
No, I want you to tell it.
Oh, okay.
I want to hear how well you tell this story.
Oh, okay. So you had already surprised me with my birthday present, which was not one, but two full-length, I guess you would call them full-length, camel-colored coats.
Trench coats.
Trench coat style.
Because that's, you've been saying you want one.
Wool trench coat style, yes. I've been wanting one for at least a year, and have never just decided to get one. And so you searched, and you found not one, but two, because you...
I really like both of them.
And I really like both of them.
And they were two kind of different looks. So I thought, let me get two. If she doesn't like one, send the other one back. No hurt feelings. But then I got both of them in. I honestly didn't even look at them until you opened them. But then once she opened them, I was like, well, shit, I kind of like both of them. And they're slightly different looks too. Slightly different color, whatever. Yeah. So.
And so you kind of wanted me to keep both of them. But after wearing one of them, I'm like, I really don't need this other one. And so anyway, you had already you surprised me with my birthday cake. You said you're not getting a birthday cake, but then you surprised me and you showed up with the birthday cake and you're like, here's your birthday present. And it's amazing. I absolutely adore it.
You've gotten so many compliments.
I've gotten so many compliments. Matter of fact, I wore it on Christmas, the day before Christmas Eve or something. I ran to do errands and whatnot. I was literally like in pajamas. I was in pajamas. I had my fake little Ugg boots on that I've had forever that I need new ones. And that trench coat and I was walking out after running the errand from Publix, and I'm walking past this little girl back to my car, and she looks like she's probably like 12, 13 years old. And she's like, I get past her, and she's like, excuse me, ma'am. And I turn around, first of all, ma'am, okay, sure, I am a ma'am. And she said, I'm like, yeah. And she said, your outfit is so cute. And I was like, thank you. Like, I told Ken, I'm like, oh my God. Even when like looking like completely homeless, throw this coat on. Yeah. I'm stylish. It looks amazing. So, so that was cool. So the reason you gave that stuff to me early is because you had planned already for us to go to Atlanta, to have a nice dinner, to go to the botanical gardens, because I wanted to do that as well. I had told you that. And so you had put all of this together without me knowing and kept it as a surprise, a secret, which is not easy for you to do. You don't do that well. And so when you gave me my coat, you're like, you're going to want this. I want to give it to you early because you're going to want this. And this is why you're going to want this. And so that was super sweet as well. That was very unexpected. And I enjoyed it so, so much. And so we got up and got ready and got on the road and went to Atlanta. We went to Fleming's Steakhouse and had a freaking phenomenal dinner. Yeah,
we got there early, had drinks. Well, then we had reservations, but we got there early and had drinks, and then ended up liking the bartender. So we were like, can we just sit at one of these tables? And so she just put us over there, and yeah, we had a good time.
It was so freaking good, and the drinks were good, and I don't know why. Why does the wine taste better there? Is it just It's not.
I don't know if it's temperature. I don't know if it's the food you're eating. It's the environment. I don't know.
Everything. It was so good.
Yeah.
And then they brought out. What did they brought out like a little birthday dessert thing. And it has, so they make it fancy. So the steakhouse, okay, so they do like this little special plates and they write happy birthday, on the plate and like
bring a dessert on it.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was chocolate, and it is chocolate, but I think it's just like, I think they just like do wet cocoa powder. So like I like took a bite of it and I was like
like choking over there.
Choking over. I was like, that is not something that's supposed to be eaten. That's only supposed to be seen. But it was so freaking good. I felt good, like the dinner was good, and then we went to the botanical gardens, which I've never been to, and to see the lights. And I don't know what it is about this year and Christmas and lights. Like I'm so into it. And so I've seen other people do it, and I wanted to go do it. And so you made sure to make that happen, and it was really cool. And it was neat. It's not something, I don't know necessarily I would want to go do it every year or need to go do it every year, and I don't know they even change it every year, but it was really cool to see. My favorite part was, of course, I forget what they called it, but it was all the lights coming down. Yeah, all the lights that hang down, and it's all going to music. Like I literally, like that's like the ultimate people watching to me. I could just sit there and watch all of these people come through watching the lights, but
well, we were there like an hour and a half. I mean, I think that the idea, just based on the time that you buy the tickets, I think the idea is most people probably go in and out in like 30 minutes. Well, we literally took our time. They had a couple drink stands, so we got a couple ciders with Fireball in it, and I was struggling to drink that. That was almost a little too much for me, but yeah. So
you need some whipped cream in yours, that's why.
Yeah, so we were there quite a while, which we really enjoyed. There were some spots we walked by multiple times. Like I said, did a lot of people watching, but it was just really, really cool to see just how many lights they put into it. Because we've gone to, the Callaway thing where you're driving through it, and that's kind of cool, but it's just so spaced out. Whereas in the Botanical Gardens, it's like all kind of right there. And I personally would like to go back in the spring when they do the plants and the flowers and all this stuff. I know that you probably wouldn't like that as much, but I think that would be pretty cool to go do that. So.
Yeah, I would definitely go with you. I think I definitely would not be as interested, but I would for sure go do that. And then the little what did they call it? It was a boutique hotel that you booked, which turns out really it wasn't super convenient to where, I guess it was pretty close to the Botanical Gardens.
Well, we paid for 3 Ubers. That's 2 dinner, back from the Botanical Gardens. I spent $65, so it couldn't have been too bad. You know what I mean?
But so the parking situation with them, I did not like that.
But a lot of hotels in Atlanta don't have either they don't have their own parking, or you pay to valet. We parked in a parking deck, which was literally right around the corner. Annie's acting like it was half a mile away.
I mean, it wasn't. It was just a little odd.
But I think that's just Atlanta, though.
But it was. I mean, it was very cute. I was hoping, they had that little.
They have a speakeasy bar.
They do have a speakeasy in there, but we were on there on a Monday, and like, they're not open.
They're like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I was like, damn it.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
And so that was a lot of fun. And then when we were headed home on Tuesday, we went to the mall. And I took one of the coats.
Can we talk about vacations then?
I knew you were going to want to.
I don't know what it is. Like,
we needed that.
Why does your Yanni decide to play with me a lot more? And that's not even a vacation. That's just a quick trip up to Atlanta. But I'm like, hold on now.
We need that. We need that once a month. If not once a month, at least every other month.
Yeah. Every other month?
I thought every other month.
No, I'll take every other month because, like, if you just do the math, I think we did it like 3 times within a 10-hour window.
I know. I was on it. Your girl was on it.
Well, one of us was taken care of twice. 3 times, and the other one twice, but. Whatever.
Thank you.
Should we talk about like?
I don't know.
No, I might feel it too much.
Might be too much.
Let's just say this. One of Annie's.
We got Lauren coming upstairs. Let's table that for a second.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
We might need to table that discussion.
Well, she's gonna go. She's gonna listen to the podcast.
I don't know. She might not.
Anyways, so one of Aunt. No, we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about that later. Anyway, so it was a great birthday weekend. And
so Annie is into
trigger warning, Ashley, you may want to fast forward.
Yeah. Into's not the right word. She I think has a fantasy, gets turned on by, what do you call it, voyeur? Like either watching or people, like we watch or people watch, whatever, and we've not done it.
Right?
Yeah, the thought of it.
It's always the thought of it.
Yeah, we've not done anything like that, but it's fun to talk about, right? And at this hotel, it's kind of one of these U-shaped hotels, and we knew it wasn't busy. I don't know that I would have had the guts to do it on a Friday night if it was busy, but it was a Monday. And I won't go into like too much deep. Like,
I feel like you're going into a lot of detail.
But we left the blinds open to like just fool around a little bit, and there is something erotic about it. I mean, it really is. Like we knew people weren't watching. Like if I looked out there and I saw someone watching, I'd probably be like, "Oh shit, somebody's watching." You know what I mean? Like I act like it would have been cool, but I've been like, "No, I can't do this. I can't do this." But anyhow, but yeah, there's just something about vacation sex. There's just something about going somewhere other than your house and
well, I think we talk about this over and over again. It all comes back to these damn dogs. Like it literally like mother mode. Like it's hard to get out of that. And it's not just that, it's the fact that they sleep in the bed with us, and the white girl here, like as soon as any moaning noise happens, she's back over there in our faces like, what's going on? Who's hurting who? And then like I can't concentrate, and so it's a problem. I can't really like enjoy things when they are around. No matter, because if we put them in the other room, I would be able to hear them cry. I can't do it in my mind. I am very in my head. I have to be thinking and like concentrating.
You're either into it or you're not into it.
Yeah. And so I don't know. So I'm completely pulled out of that element. It allows me, to relax.
Yeah. So I loved it. I thought it was a great weekend. If you're saying we need to do that every other month, we will make that happen. And
it doesn't have to be quite that elaborate, but I think just the one-on-one time, the time together for us was just really good to reconnect.
I think that's good for everyone. To me, I feel like we have a good relationship, but I don't even think that matters. Like it doesn't matter how good your relationship is. I think it's always good to just kind of reset and refocus on each other. And
because I just think you a lot of times you tell me, you're like, I don't even think we've kissed today, which is never true. We've always kissed at that point whenever you say that, but it's never like a lot. And so because life does get so busy, it's not you're not stopping to give that hug or hold the hand or sit beside each other on the couch and watch a TV show and really fully engage. And so we were just totally into each other and not our phones or anything else. And so that was really enjoyable.
And this is your last year in your 40s.
Oh my God. I'm 49. I'm officially.
You are going to be 50 years old next year.
Pushing the 50 club. Yeah.
I mean, you look great for 49.
I really feel pretty good. I feel mentally a little bit, I feel younger. I feel like than, obviously their parents were. However, I do feel like I am struggling to find my words and communicate sometimes. And damn, I found this line on my face today. I'm like, fuck, you got to make some money, babe, because I need a lot of work done. I need a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this line right here on my eye. It was like overnight. It fucking just like got so much deeper. I'm
overnight.
Like, what the hell? Overnight. Overnight.
Debatable.
No, it's not debatable. It
no,
happened.
but so I knew you've made mention to me, and I feel like the last couple of years I've tried to do better with it, but I know that your birthday is equally important to you, if not more important maybe than Christmas. So I was happy to be able to do that. I thought we had a great weekend. I wanted to make sure that it was all about you, and it
was great. We shopped we went to Perimeter and did a little bit of shop. We got a couple of Christmas gifts that we needed to get. Did a little bit of shopping there and made our way home. And then we were rushing home because we had to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, you had your Christmas party that I ended up skipping out on because of that. And and then it was just like that. It just kept going. I had Winesgiving that weekend with all of my girlfriends, which is always a fun time. And we did a really cute thing. So Lisa, this is Lisa's party, and I had, first of all, it's kind of like the newspaper. When you say something that's incorrect, you have to do a retraction, right?
Okay.
No. This is not an allegedly situation. We'll get to that. But Lisa, we said that Lisa has become more creative recently. And she corrected us and said she has always been creative. And so we apologize for saying, Kent apologizes for saying that Lisa is not creative.
No, I didn't say she was not creative. I feel like she's become more creative.
Kind of said that.
And I'm not taking that back, Lisa.
Anyway, we had wine. Lisa has a Winesgiving party, and so she, you probably have seen on TikTok, some of you possibly have seen on TikTok, the, where you take like the little box and everybody sticks their head through and they take a picture in it, and then you put them all together so it kind of looks like the Brady Bunch, grid or whatever. And so they put that together, and there was like, I don't even know how many of us were there, but so many that we had to do like 2 different grids. But that was super cute. And
how did you drink? You had a drink out.
Oh yeah, and that was part of it too. You had to bring something to drink in that was not like a wine glass. It couldn't be a wine glass, couldn't be a mug. It could not be a typical thing that you drink out of. You had to do something different. And so I had found, which I thought was very on brand for us, I found a cute little green recycling trash can. It said recycle on it. I'm like, this is perfect because we're in our recycling era. And so I got that to take and drink my wine out of. And so that was fun. Other people did like, ornaments. Anyway.
But so tell them about the gift you did for Katie.
Oh, okay. So
because you did another one for Aisha later, but both of them were just so cool. I thought they were so awesome.
I did. I was very creative this December for whatever reason, and so I just decided so it's a Winesgiving. It's a Winesgiving, and so it's supposed to be a wine themed gift. And I'm like, fuck, how many wine themed gifts are really out there? There's not really that many wine.
How many corks can you buy? How many
gifts? I'm like, okay. So I'm like, this is annoying. I've got to figure this out, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do something creative. So I took a wine bottle and I decided to Mod Podge it. Well, because I'd seen something on TikTok about if you're going to give a gift of a wine, let's take it up a level. One of the things was Mod Podging it to make the bottle look very pretty. I'm like, okay, cool, that looks fun. I'm going to do that. And then as I'm doing it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to add a twist to this. And I'm going to take a picture of Katie because Katie has been feeling herself, which she should. She looks fantastic. But I'm going to take this picture of Katie and I'm going to slap it on this wine bottle. I'm going to name the wine bottle and, do a whole description of it. And it's going to kind of be a little bit of a joke, but also just kind of cute and fun. And so I did that. And this is a thong. I'm just going to say it. It's a thong picture on the paddleboard so it's Katie, her big ol' ass. She got big ol' ass. She actually doesn't have a big ass anymore. She lost all her ass, but still a good looking ass. And so I took that picture of her and slapped it on there and Mod Podged the whole thing. And it was, what was the name? What did I make the name? I think it was like Bare Ass Bubbly or something like that.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I thought it was.
And then put a little
really
saying
cute.
or words.
Yeah, I did a whole thing, a description of who's going to drink this wine and why you would drink it or whatever that went with the name of the wine.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and so I did the same thing for Aisha for her birthday and took a really badass, like one of her badass pictures of her.
She's got a lot of badass pictures. Like
she does. I had a hard time picking.
With her fashion and everything,
yeah,
it's pretty.
I had a hard time picking which one I would use. And so I did one. And I did the bottle, kind of in a vibe that I felt like matched or made me think of her. And did the whole thing again about like things that I felt like matched her or whatever. And so that was fun. And speaking of Aisha, so she and I were both December birthdays. And we got each other gifts. And so that was part of her gift. And then I had given her a couple of other things. And I went over to her house to give her gift. And she's like, well, I've got your gift I want to give to you too. And so we're opening them at the same time. And it's like funny, sweet, because we're both opening these gifts. We both wrote each other notes about, why these gifts made us think of the other person. And they were very special and thoughtful gifts. Like she gave me, I'm not even going to show it. She gave me 2 journals. This is one of the journals. If you're watching on YouTube, you're seeing it. It's called the 369 Journal. And it's a neuroscience-based journaling that your key to unlocking limitless potential with numerology. So anyway, it's a journal that you do several things, but the basis of it is this 369. You determine what your affirmation is, and you write it down 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. And there's some other things that go with it, like inspired actions and this and that, whatever. But it's just so completely what I absolutely love. And so she got me 2 different journals like that. She got me a planner that I love. She knows I love to write things. I think I've said that several times. Some really pretty pens to write and a candle. And it was all boxed up really pretty. And then for her, I did the wine that I know that she likes because I stalked her page and have seen her with her charcuterie and drinking that wine. And then I kind of did hers in eras. So I felt like the wine was like a Boss Babe era. And then I did a friendship era, which we're both into like candles and crystals and all these different things. And so I went to the crystal store and got her a candle, and it was based on friendship, and it had a whole thing in there about how it was charged and all this with friendship vibes and all that stuff. And then I did she's about to be a grandmother, and I did her it was like a grandma journal, but it was like a memento box, but also a journaling thing that I thought would be really cute for her to kind of, all the memories to keep for her first grandbaby coming up. So I don't know. It was really nice. It was so extremely thoughtful on her part for what she got me, and I felt like it was pretty thoughtful for what I got her and the things that we both like, and so that was nice. I can't say enough about this December and how much it all meant to me. Like it was literally, I told you this morning, this was the best Christmas/December, the best and my favorite that I think I can ever remember, honestly.
Well, and I could see that. I mean, I could sense it throughout the month. I could see the creativity with the Winter Wonderland and the gifts and everything else. And like, to me, like that made me happy. And when we talk about, do you try to go back to work? Do you not try to go back to work? Blah, blah, blah. Like, this is the kind of stuff that makes me say, if you don't work another day in your life, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Because like, I saw this creativity, and I think that creativity is what drives you, and that's what speaks to you and kind of really, really gives you some purpose. And I'm thinking, well, why is it now? But if you think about 20 years when you worked at Geico, and then the 4.5 years, 5 years you had the shopping site, there just wasn't time for any of that stuff. And now that you have more time, because like, frankly, we bought each other less, as far as gifts are concerned, we bought each other less, probably far less this year than we ever have. And I would argue it was my favorite Christmas
Absolutely.
as well.
To me, it had no, if I had zero to unwrap, it was completely fine. As a matter of fact, I had two things, and I wrapped both of them. They were both in a bag, and I'm wearing one of them, like literally a sweatshirt, and then some leggings, some new leggings that I needed. That's all that I got for Christmas. And I did not care, not one bit. So it was so much just about the experiences that we had throughout the month, and everything that we did with all of our friends and family, and just all of that was, oh my God, my heart was so freaking full.
Yeah, we'll kind of talk on the next episode, which we'll be recording here in a minute. What we did with our family when we had them over for Christmas. Lauren had some friends over for get together for Christmas as well. All of it was just fulfilling. I mean, that would be really kind of the word I would use to describe it. So
it was so fulfilling. It was absolutely so fulfilling. That's so what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like my cognitive skills are. I need something.
Yeah.
I need some ginkgo biloba. I need something, because I feel as though
you need to do some word games.
I feel like I read a lot and I do a lot of different things, but I still feel as though like I'm losing maybe some. I don't know. I hope this is not like the onset of something. So I gotta go manifest and figure that out. Crystal heal myself, because I got some new crystals I'm really excited about. So I think we're going to stop it here, because we do have more to talk about still about, we haven't even gotten up to Christmas yet, and some of the other things that we did, and we want to talk about those things too, and some things that I saw on Facebook as well. So, and for those of you that listened to our last episode about Lauren's holiday party, we've stepped on, we knew it was going to happen eventually, and we finally we've triggered some people. So we're going to talk about that in the next hour. So
in the next hour.
Fast forward to the next episode.
Deuces.